Welcome to Hornbill TV. This is your anchor, Kekrezan Solo. First, the headlines. In a significant statement, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that there will be set up in Gaza a civil government and never allow the Palestinian Authority to return to the Strip. Jammu and Kashmir police on December 17 busted a big terror module that uncovered entire conspiracy in one of the police was attacked and said that the terrorist has a number of other targets, mostly police personnel. Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Vishnu Dev Sai has stated that he is not against people following Christianity as their religion faith, but the slaughter of cows and religious conversions. In a significant development in India-Oman Economic Partnership, the third tranche of the Oman-India Joint Investment Fund has been announced, marking a major milestone in the trade and capital cooperation between the two nations. Now for the news in details. In a significant statement, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that there will be a set-up in Gaza, a civil government, and never allow the Palestinian Authority to return to the Strip. Stressing achievement demilitarization of Gaza, Netanyahu said that he will never allow the Palestinian Authority to return to the Strip, adding that there will be a civil government that won't educate children about destroying Israel, Times of Israel reported. He said that Israel won't allow Hamastan to turn into Fatastan, even if this is the wish of the Israel's staunchest ally, referring to the US. Netanyahu also cited a survey that found 82% of Palestinians in the West Bank justified the October 7th attacks on Israel, adding that the Palestinian Authority has to yet condemn the assault. On being asked about his vision for the Gaza after war, the Netanyahu said there will be a civil government that does not educate its children to destroy Israel. He is clear on this, Israel Prime Minister said. Further, he said that it was one only military pressure that secured the release of hostages in the last month's truce, and only military pressure will secure the release of the rest of the hostages as well. A one-day Tata Ho-Ho winter session was conducted on December 14, 2023 in the NSCN-IM's Council Headquarters, Camp Hebron. In his address, according to a press release received there from the NSCN-IM, the organization's chairman Q Tuku expressed his discontent at the Indo-Naga political talks. He minced no words to point out that there is an undercurrent of the trust deficit, as the government of India had systematically perpetrated political injustice, deceit and flattery. The press release stated, the Tata Ho-Ho adopted a resolution wherein it stated that nevertheless, the NSCN will continue to engage with the government of India and pursue the Indo-Naga political talks with integrity, courage and determination. The reason is, the note stated, the Naga political issue is something that is sacrosanct to the Nagas. The Delhi police team carrying Sagar Sharma of Lucknow, who entered the security parliament by breaching, has left for his residence in Lucknow by road. There is an atmosphere of fear for Sagar Sharma's mother and family. In an exclusive conversation with Hornbill TV, Sagar's mother said that her son has been tricked. He is not a criminal, does not do wrong to anyone. His method is wrong, but his thinking is right. Let's have a look at the details with our correspondent from Lucknow.
संसद में सत्र की कार्रवाई के दौरान दो युवक, जिनमें से एक का नाम सागर शर्मा है जो लखनऊ का रहने वाला है, उसको लगातार जांच एजेंसियां पूछताछ कर रही हैं और आज लखनऊ लाया जा रहा है। सागर की मां मेरे साथ में हैं, इनसे पूछते हैं, बात करेंगे कि आखिर उसका जीवन कैसा था, क्योंकि बचपन से मां ने पाला है तो ज़रूर वो बता पाएंगी कि किस तरीके की सोच का था और कैसा था। आंटी जी, सागर जो अभी पूरी तरीके से सुर्खियों में है और उससे पूछताछ करी जा रही है, कैसे व्यक्तित्व का व्यक्ति था, किस तरीके का उसका नेचर है?
मेरे बेटे का नेचर बहुत अच्छा था और उसने कभी गलत बात की नहीं और लोगों से भी कभी गलत बात नहीं की। हमेशा अच्छी बातें करा करता था वो। इसलिए मेरे बेटे पे बहुत विश्वास है हमको कि वो कभी गलत काम नहीं कर सकता। और मेरा बेटा बहुत अच्छा है और भगत सिंह को इतना पूछता था कि वो हमें भी इतना नहीं मानता था। उनके ऊपर बहुत विश्वास था उनको।
क्या कभी बचपन से अभी तक कुछ इस तरीके का इंसिडेंस भगत सिंह को लेकर के?
हाँ, थोड़ा बड़ा हुआ है उसके बाद से उन्हीं को मानता था और उन्हीं की बातें करे, उन्हीं की खोज करता था, उन्हीं की किताबें पढ़ता था, उन्हीं के बारे में बात करता था और बाकी फालतू कोई बातें नहीं करता था वो। और फिलहाल गरीबे हैं, जैसे हम लोग गरीब हैं या हमारे जैसे और लोग भी हैं या हमसे भी ज़्यादा और गरीब हैं, सबके बारे में बोलता था कि मम्मी गरीबों के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा अत्याचार होता है और अमीर आदमी तो सिर्फ अपने जो है खाए पिए ऐश किए, अपनी ज़रूरत भर का सब कुछ अपना गाड़ी में घूम रहे हैं, उनको इस सब से कोई मतलब नहीं है कि गरीबों के साथ क्या हो रहा है। कोई न्यूज़ भी दिखाएंगे तो कोई ऐसी नहीं दिखाएंगे जो गरीब के मतलब की हो या गरीब का पेट भर सके या गरीब का कोई लाभ हो सके, कोई ऐसी न्यूज़ नहीं दिखाते हैं। अगर गरीबों का कोई सहारा भी होता है वो भी उनसे छीन लेते हैं। ये सब हमको दिखाया करता था कि मम्मी तुम न्यूज़ पे विश्वास ना किया करो, न्यूज़ पे हमेशा जो होता है वो दिखाते नहीं है और जो नहीं होता है वो दिखाते हैं और हमेशा अमीर आदमी के बारे में बातें करते हैं। कभी गरीबी कभी नहीं दिखाएंगे या ना गरीबी मिटाने की बात करेंगे। कभी राशन बांट दिया, बस उसी से गरीबी दूर हो गई।
उससे पूछताछ के भी वक्त, और आप भी बता रही हैं कि भगत सिंह का फैन था, तो क्या कभी वो इस तरीके की बातें करता था कि समाज को सुधार देंगे या क्रांतिकारी बनेंगे?
हाँ हाँ, तो हम बोलते थे उससे, बोलता था कि हम करेंगे, हमसे जो हो सकेगा हम पूरी कोशिश करेंगे सुधारने की। हम बोलते थे उसको कि तुम अकेले कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो, जब इतने बड़े बड़े कहाँ कहाँ पहुँच गए, वो तो कुछ कर नहीं पाए, तुम क्या करोगे? बोलता कोई बात नहीं, हमने लोग कितने बड़े बड़े, तो वो बोलता है बड़े बड़े नहीं करते हैं, ये गरीब के घर का ही कोई एक करता है, बड़ा आदमी ऐसा नहीं करता जो हम कर रहे हैं। हमको ऐसे बोलता था। हमने लोग बड़े बड़े बैठे हैं, वो तो कुछ कर नहीं पा रहे हैं, तो बोलना है कि गरीब के घर का ही लड़का करेगा, जो भी करेगा, जो देशभक्त जो बनेगा वो गरीब के ही घर का लड़का होगा।
दिल्ली गया था वो आपको बता के कि प्रदर्शन में शामिल होने जा रहे हैं, तो क्या कोई इसके साथ का दोस्त वगैरह भी था जिसके बारे में कुछ जिक्र किया था?
हाँ, कह रहा था दोस्तों के साथ करूँगा, धरना प्रदर्शन के लिए जाऊँगा, ये सब मेरे साथ बात करता था हमसे। तो हम डरते ही रहते थे क्योंकि हमारा इकलौता बेटा है, तो हम डरते ही रहते थे कि क्यों सच्चाई कोई दिखाता नहीं है और हम ऐसे घर के हैं नहीं जो हम उसका साथ दे पाए, मगर हम बता जरूर सकते हैं कि हाँ मेरा बेटा ऐसा नहीं है, मेरा बेटा बहुत अच्छा है। कैसे पढ़ा, कैसी पढ़ाई की उसने, सरकारी स्कूल में उसको मैंने पढ़ाया, पढ़ाई भी उसकी कई बार परेशानियों की वजह से छूटी है। हॉस्पिटल में ऑपरेशन भी हुआ है उसका नाक का, तब 1 साल उसका चला गया। कई बार उसका जो है घर में परेशानी की वजह से भी दिक्कत आई है।
अभी उसको दिल्ली से जांच एजेंसियां यहाँ पे ला रही हैं, पूछताछ करी जाएगी, तो आपको कुछ इसके बारे में जानकारी दी गई?
हाँ, बोला है बेटे को लेके आ रहे हैं, यहाँ पे जानकारी लेने के लिए आएंगे।
अभी आप कैसी सरकार से कुछ मदद की बात क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
सरकार से यही मदद है हमारी, हमारे बेटे को गलत साबित ना करें और उसकी बातों पे विश्वास करें जो वो कहना चाहता है, और हमारा इकलौता बेटा है, उसकी परेशानियां समझी जाए और उसे छोड़ दिया जाए।
सागर शर्मा की मां है ये, जिनकी आंखों में झलकते आंसू इनके दर्द को साफ तौर से बयां कर रहे हैं। इनका कहना है कि इनका बेटा गलत नहीं है, क्योंकि बचपन से इन्होंने उसको पाला है और हमेशा वो अच्छी बातें करता था, कभी इस तरीके के कृत्य नहीं कहा। और साफ तौर से इनका ये आरोप है कि उसको बरगलाया गया है। उसके साथ जो लोग थे, जब दिल्ली वो गया था प्रदर्शन में, तो कहीं ना कहीं उनकी बातों में रह करके उसने इस तरीके के कदम उठाया। फिलहाल अभी जांच एजेंसियां उसको दिल्ली से यहाँ लेकर के आ रही घर पे और पूछताछ करेगी। तब देखना होगा कि किस तरीके के तथ्य सामने आते हैं। वीडियो जर्नलिस्ट विजय के साथ अशर असरार, हॉर्नबिल टीवी, लखनऊ।
Time for a short break. We'll be back with more news.
Reliable Enterprise Civil Construction.
Young or old, gay or straight, it's not who you are, but what you do. Unprotected sex or having multiple sex partners puts you at risk of getting sexually transmitted infections. Protect your future.
Welcome back. Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Vishnu Dev Sai has stated that he is not against people following Christianity as their religious faith, but the slaughter of cows as religious conversions. His concerns revolve around specific actions like the slaughtering of cows and religious conversions, he said. Highlighting the presence of the second largest church in Asia located in Kunkuri, his elected constituency, the CM clarified that he was not against Christian people. Instead, he is opposing some acts such as slaughtering of cows and religious conversions. Keep on continuing the act of serving but do not kill cows, he said. Hindus consider cows as their mothers and believe that gods and goddesses reside in it, worship it, he said. Responding to incidents of religious conversions in the Bastar region, the Chief Minister perceived them as a conspiracy to weaken the Bharatiya Janata Party. He claimed that people in tribal-dominated Bastar and Surguja regions were being misled, creating a misconception that they are not Hindus. This, he believes, is an attempt to disconnect them from the BJP and service to the nation. The year 2023 is coming to an end, but on the contrary, it may be the beginning of something new, something very concerning. A subvariant of COVID-19, it's called the JN.1. COVID subvariant JN.1 has been identified in women in Kerala, which has raised concerns and has emphasized the need for an alert. The JN.1 variant of COVID-19 was the first detected in India in October 2023. As of December 2023, it has been found in several states, including Maharashtra, Delhi and Kerala. What do we know or need to know about this subvariant? Also, how dangerous is the subvariant? Should India be worried? And is it alarming? And most importantly, are we prepared? Let's find out. One is a mutated subvariant of COVID-19, a descendant of the BA.2.86 variant, also known as the Pirola. In simple words, JN.1 is a new virus in the COVID-19 family. It was first detected in the United States in September 2023 and has since been found in several other countries, including China, of course, and unfortunately India as well. Here are some of the takeaways of the JN.1 subvariant. According to the Indian SARS-CoV-2 Genomic Consortium, also abbreviated as INSACOG. In case you haven't heard of INSACOG, it is a joint initiation by the Union Health Ministry of Health and Department of Biotechnology with Council for Scientific and Industrial Research and Indian Council of Medical Research. It is a consortium of 54 labs to monitor the genomics variations in the SARS-CoV-2. which means that these 54 labs across India work together to track these disguises of the virus. They use high-tech machines called sequencers that can read the virus genetic code like a secret message. By reading this code, they can see what kind of disguise the virus is wearing and predict what it might do next. So in simple terms, INSACOG is like a virus monitoring network that helps keep India safe by uncovering the disguises of the sneaky COVID-19 virus. Now coming back to JN.1, it is currently the dominant subvariant in India, accounting for over 90% of all sequenced cases. JN.1 is a mutated variant of the BA.2.86 or Pirola. Pirola has a total of 20 mutations on the spike protein, which was a big concern when it was first found, because the spike protein is what the virus uses to latch onto the cells of the host. JN.1 is said to have a single change from BA.2.86. Now imagine the virus like a spiky ball. BA.2.86, aka Pirola, is like a ball covered in 20 extra spikes. These spikes made it super good at grabbing onto an infecting cell, which is quite alarming. But in the case of JN.1, it is like a ball with just one extra spike. It's still spiky and can infect people, but not as easily as BA.2.86. Now let's talk about the severity of JN.1 and its impact on India so far. It was first detected in the United States in September. As per Reuters report, on 15th December, China detected 7 infections of the particular subvariant. According to Mint reports, JN.1 have been spreading in countries like the United States, the United Kingdom, Iceland, Spain, Portugal and the Netherlands. So far, it has been detected in 38 countries, including India, and is believed to be responsible for the recent hike in hospitalization in some few nations. In India, the most recent case detected is in Kerala in a RT-PCR positive sample from Karakulam in Thiruvananthapuram district of the southern state on December 8. The patient was a 79-year-old woman who had mild symptoms of influenza-like illness and has since recovered from COVID. As per the latest updates with JN.1, witnessed in Kerala, neighbouring Karnataka has started taking precautionary measures to tackle the fresh outbreak. The state's health department has begun preparations to handle any spike in COVID cases. Karnataka Health Minister Dinesh Gundu Rao stated that the situation is under control and urged people not to panic. There is nothing to worry about as of now, he stated. As per our records, we have about 58 active cases. 11 are hospitalized and the remaining are at home. So far in the last 3 months, we have had 1 death due to COVID-19. But the person who died had other comorbidities also, he stated. Take a look.
Because number of cases have increased there, and Karnataka as of now today and in the entire state, as per our records, we have about 58 active cases, and in that 11 are in hospitalized and remaining are at home. And so far the last 3 months we have had 1 death due to COVID, but also they had other comorbidities. So the person who died had a lot of other issues, but also he had COVID. So that is one thing. But otherwise, we have already, taking precautionary measures. We have told to increase testing in all the hospitals and health centers. Who was coming with the symptoms of cough and flu and other COVID-like symptoms, respiratory infections, whatever that is there. For all of them to start testing for COVID, so RT-PCR kits, we need to get more. So we have already started the purchase for getting more RT-PCR kits and rapid antigen tests, all those kits that are necessary. We have some in stock, but we'll be requiring more. So we will amp up testing. Then through that we will come to know whether the infections are there or on the rise or not. Post that, then we can take a decision. What about the border areas, sir? Because many connective areas which are connected. No, right now I don't think we should panic and start, checking at the border areas or stopping movement. That is not required. But we will keep an extra vigil on those border area hospitals and nursing, our hospital health centers, to do more testing there in particular, so that we can pick up any early rise in cases. And also we have done a mock drill in all our hospitals and health centers on the availability of ICU beds, reserved some for in case if there is a breakdown of COVID, then we need to have enough ICU beds, enough oxygen, enough all the other drugs that are required, consumables, all those things. We have told them to keep in stock and keep everything available. So there should not be any lack of ventilators or oxygen or anything.
What your technical team is saying, sir, we expect in.
Spoken to the chairman of the technical advisory committee. So earlier we had thought that we'll fix the meeting for because they are out of station, but they'll be doing it today itself online. They'll be sitting and discussing all those things, and tomorrow whatever the technical advisory committee recommends, that direction also will be issuing it. Maybe by tomorrow we should issue the directions, or maybe today itself.
The reported symptoms of JN.1 include fever, runny nose, sore throat, headache, and in some cases, mild gastrointestinal symptoms. Apart from this, the doctors also emphasized that most patients experience these mild upper respiratory systems, which typically improve within 4 to 5 days. And as per the precautionary measures, Dr. Prakash has advised that individuals with viral infection symptoms should promptly cover themselves, wear masks to minimize the risk of spreading the infection, and undergo testing early. If symptoms persist, individuals are encouraged to isolate themselves from the general public, the doctor added. The Karnataka government has decided to conduct mock drills in the hospitals to check preparedness in the event and the pandemic recurs in the state. The government has also convened a technical advisory committee on COVID-19 on Tuesday. On Saturday, India recorded a single-day rise of 339 new COVID-19 infections. The number of cases reported was higher than the 312 cases reported on Friday. As per the Health Ministry, the active caseload rose to 1,492. The country's COVID case tally currently stands at 4.50 crore 4,481. So far, it's safe to say that the situation is under control, but as we all know, precaution is better than cure. So stay safe and follow the precautionary measures, and let's hope that we don't face another pandemic. We'll take another short break. We'll be back with more news.
HIV doesn't discriminate. It can affect you, me, anyone. HIV prevention depends on all of us.
Welcome back. Gulmarg witnessed fresh snowfall due to feeble western disturbance that hit the region on Saturday. Snowfall was also witnessed in Sonamarg and the Zojila axis. The Gulmarg ski resort in North Kashmir's Baramulla district registered a low temperature of -2.8 degrees Celsius compared to the previous night's -3.4 degrees Celsius. The current temperature at the resort is 1.4 degrees Celsius above the normal range. Gulmarg, the ski resort in North Kashmir's Baramulla district. Reportedly, approximately 6 inches of new snowfall, according to the officials. The onset of the light snowfall in these regions began on Saturday late afternoon and persisted intermittently. Meteorological officials have indicated an improvement in weather conditions from Sunday, with precipitation expected at very isolated places. Tourists were seen enjoying the weather. A tourist said, "The weather is good. We have been waiting for this view for so long." That's all for the Primetime Bulletin. Thank you for watching Hornbill TV.
Because sometimes news is more than mere information.
And we all need a little more clarity under the details.
About live people and events that truly matter.
For individuals that demand reliable news.
From reliable